What's up? DJ Bobe here, bringing you guys another book review. And as you guys know, I like aliens and UFOs, so this book is about a UFO. Rendezvous with Rama. Or Roma? Roma? I'm terrible at spelling. I didn't know how rendezvous was spelled, and yeah, that doesn't look like rendezvous to me. It's spelled very weird. Um, anyways, uh, so as you know, if you've seen my other book review, I don't really do in-depth look, like chapter by chapter, what happens and whatnot. It's more of like a should you read it or shouldn't you read it type of thing. And I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail this time, but it's not gonna be like a crazy in-depth look. I do want to talk about a little bit of the book inside, like just a tidbit. So whenever I first started reading it, the book is about. It's set in the future, where we've colonized several planets in the solar system. So we're living on the moon, Mars, Venus, and a couple Saturn moons, I think, in the book. And we find a UFO that comes into our solar system, and it's massive, like super big, in a cylinder type of form, and we send people to go out and investigate it. And the book is about the team that goes and investigates it, and that's the whole book, is just the team investigating the UFO that has flown into their solar system. It's really good in that sense, but but like stories are built on really good characters. Like the most memorable stories have the best characters usually, because usually you remember good characters over good stories. Usually you don't remember much about the story. You just remember, oh, I like, I don't know, Grant from Jurassic Park, or I like, I don't know, Jay from Men in Black. Like, um, usually you identify with a character, and that's how they pull you in, and that's how they get you to remember their story. This book has some memorable characters, but it was set in the 60s. Well, it was written in the 60s, and Arthur C. Clarke's main character, uh, like, it's not even a big part of the book, in my opinion. It's just thrown in there. Like, I don't understand why authors feel the need to throw in their own, like, sexual fantasies about what they'd like to happen, or with their women, or what they wish would happen, or I don't know. It's weird. The main character is not a very good person. He has like two different families, like one on Mars and one on Earth, and like he always is constantly talking about how he has to keep up with not letting them know about each other, and I'm just like, I don't know. In that sense, the book feels dated, and honestly, like, I don't know. I have my feelings about that. We're not gonna stay on that forever. Moving on. The book was great. Other than that, all the other characters were alright. The ending, wow, wow. You should read the book for the ending. Wow. Uh, yeah. Wow. Not the very, very ending, but like after they're done with the UFO mission and they get back from it initially, read what they do, and you'll know it's the 60s, whenever they wrote this book, or 70s, because wow. But uh, the book reminded me, like, alright, I told you that it's about a UFO that comes into our solar system, very big, and um, we send people to go investigate. That's what the book's about. Um, but it reminds me a lot of Oumuamua. Oumuamua is a comet that flew into our solar system some years ago. I don't remember what year, but not that long ago. And we don't know what it was because it changed its trajectory like no comet or no asteroid we've ever seen. And uh, the UFO does something similar in the book. And uh, I found a lot of me just drawing a lot of parallels with that in the book. Um, Arthur, other than Arthur C. Clarke's main character, uh, the book is great. It's written great. Uh, I, the other characters are fine. Um, everything that he describes is very well described. Some books are terrible at describing their environment, and I feel that's the part of books that you really need to be the best at is describing what you're seeing or what's happening. If you can't describe it very well, then you can't convey it to the people that you're that's reading it. That what what's happening is, dramatic or whatever. But I've been keeping this book review a little pent up. Um, as I was saying in my other videos about books, I believe, I was reading Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere, and I started that a while ago. I finished Rendezvous with Rama a little bit ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, I definitely suggest you should read it if you're into UFOs. Um, it's definitely interesting to see what they thought. This was a pardon me. This was a excuse me again. This was a pretty realistic take on what, well, kind of realistic in terms of like what they thought of the science back then. Like Arthur C. Clarke did a lot of research whenever he did this book. I've been told. I don't know very much about the author other than I read this book. I know he's a very well uh, received sci-fi author, and I think I have a few of his other books. But I'm gonna leave you with that. If you like these types of reviews, let somehow. I need to know. I just need to. And you guys have a good day.